Rocking and rolling, people. Late night, we out here. But the weather is getting better, so that's good. Check out all these sneakers we got behind us. Going through them. Put the speaker on. I'm checking out sneakers tonight, guys. Checking out sneakers. You guys see all them behind me? We're gonna check them all out. It's obviously Mr. Reebok in the flesh. So, if you guys like Reebok, you guys mess with Reebok, hit that like, man. So I see Kitten Jelly is here. So how do I make you? Ah, there we go. Perfect. You are now an official moderator of the fam. Yeah. All right. Let's get into it. So yesterday night, I was very fortunate enough to get featured on a podcast for call. It's called In Kicks We Trust. So that was super dope. Um, Very, very informative, very, very insightful sneaker podcast, local within Canada. So I was about to say Canada, but yeah, local within Canada. So it's super dope to talk insightful information about sneakers. We talk about photography. We talk about like a lot of passions that I had. And it's with guys that I know from the sneaker community. Like I actually know them, so it's super dope to connect back with them and shoot the shit. And yeah, they kind of inspired me to go through all of the sneakers that I have because they're so used to seeing like Nikes and Yeezys and Jordans and all these different things, but they don't see a Reebok collection. So we're gonna go through the whole thing. You guys see behind me, I've got like close to 100 pairs of Reeboks. So hit that like, hit that subscribe if you guys are down for Reeboks. You know, let me know in the comments if you guys like anything, if you guys would sell anything, if you've hit that super fire emoji. Let me know. So let's go from the bottom down. All right. So we're just gonna go. Actually, some that are not even in boxes. I got 3 pairs of ventilators that are sitting right here. So if anyone is a fan of ventilators, let's check them out. The ventilators. So this is a pair of ventilator reflective. So it's got that like kind of 3M look. Bring my light a little closer to you guys here. There we go. Yeah, so kind of reflective print. It's almost got like the kind of cement looking print to it. Obviously, as you guys can see, the vents in the back and through. So we've got a lot of great airflow coming into the shoe. It is got a nice little rugged outsole, and it's got hexalite in the heel. So it's like a honeycomb cushioning system that Reebok has patented, old school. And yeah, it's a great shoe. I have many pairs of these in different colors. So this is the purple, black and purple reflected pack. And then if anyone, you guys have probably seen these. These are from like when Kendrick had these. The Day Glow pack. Kendrick briefly, before all of his beefs with before all of his beefs with Drake, he had done a small stint with Reebok. This is going back before Angel Reese and all of the other brand ambassadors, but yeah, he was one of the people. So yeah, I just really liked the pack. I wish I had gotten all of them in them, but yeah, these are super bright, got that neon kind of green. And as I was saying in my kind of story yesterday, how I got into kind of the Reebok collecting was back in 2015. Just with relatively a general flow of sneakers, kind of like one or two a year, maybe some boots, throughout the winter. But I never really had a collection, and then I started watching like sneaker collection videos on Nice Kicks and Sneaker Freaker, different stuff like that, and got super inspired. But living in a basement apartment as like a single bachelor in like my early 20s, it was like something where I didn't want to just complain about it. Uh, I wanted to necessarily not have what they had, but have my own creative hobby to kind of dedicate time to. So that's where the inspiration behind buying the shoes with the intention to both wear, but also kind of promote as like, yeah, that's kind of like one of the next things that I'm known for. So those are some ventilators. I also have another pair here from the OG pack, which the OG original colors comes in three different colorways. This is the white and kind of like a blue cement. But I wear this shoe quite frequently. I wear all of my shoes quite frequently. But love the shoe. It's great. A lot of great details in that. And on the inside, it's kind of got like a grape. So you could either call them like the grape ventilators or white and blue cement ventilators, whatever I'll call them. So some vents. And these are just like on the side of them, on the side here, because I wear them quite frequently, so I don't have them in their boxes. But we're starting from the bottom, we're working our way up. Alright, so what do we got here? Got a pair of Zig Kineticas 2, so Zig Kinetica 2s, and this is a Billionaire Boys Club collab, so it's a super dope joint. Obviously, I like the lace flow. You guys know I have Pierre Moss that you guys will see later on up there at the top. So, Billionaire Boys Club collab, super dope. Like digi camo, like all over the upper. It's got really nice hits of suede and nubuck. I really like again the laces, super dope, and they're extremely comfy. They've got the float ride energy foam, so that is actually very cushy. I think it's kind of similar to the Addy foam for Adidas, but yeah, really great shoe. There's their Boys Club little Astro logo there, and then inside Reebok Billionaire Boys Club. And then there's like other stuff on the other side, but super dope. Wear it a lot. Worn it a couple times playing basketball. It's been a super dope shoe. But yeah, man. Reebok has been really close to my heart for quite some time. I actually, once I started, as I mentioned, collecting, uh, it grew from like 13 to 26 to, I don't know, 35 to 52. And by the time I had the 52, like just having one pair out, looking at them all, it did quite become overwhelming to the degree of like, yeah, I could probably like display these at a sneaker convention, and that's what led me to the Soul Exchange. So, if you live in Canada and you haven't been to the Soul Exchange or you don't know what that is, I would definitely recommend checking out their Instagram because it's a local sneaker market that is one of the fewest in Canada. That's really dope, and I love them. So yeah, check out Soul Exchange Canada, and these are the ERS 5000s too. So this comparative, I did a performance review, but originally an unboxing of the Engine A's that also have a new updated ERS technology, the energy return system, another one of Reebok's patents. So I had compared it because they alleged that it's again nitrogen infused, yada yada yada. But the the updated model on the Engine A is a lot more stiffer than this one is. This one is like I don't want to say deflated, but it's got a lot of give to it. The other one you have to kind of push into it to get some real force back. But yeah, the A Life collection and in the box, really nice drop top box, comes with a bunch of laces in here. I took out red laces to put actually in the Engine A's, and some good little Reebok Energy Return promotion. It says, "What Reebok Energy Return does for you: absorbs shock and cushion impact, stabilizes foot to help prevent injury, and return energy to help propel your foot forward." So I really liked, again, the boxing, branding. It's like a heavy duty box, big Reebok logo, with the A Life all over. So it's clean. But moving on, we're gonna just whip through them. Let me know if you guys hit that like or hit the comments on what you guys are feeling with these. I brought these out yesterday as one of my favorite pairs. Classic nylon in Team Navy. Again, super clean, easy silhouette to recognize with Reebok. Very old school, walking, running kind of shoe. But probably your parents, maybe your oldest sibling had one of these, and either in black or all white, off white, maybe blue even. But great shoe, phenomenal shoe, just to jump into, do your casual errands, anything. Yeah, I love them. Classic nylons. All right, so these are in an old school box. Got back when I was working at the Vaughan Mills location, and how that happened is once I started one convention, I started literally guerrilla marketing by myself by sending emails to random people looking on Instagram and social medias for different people's social medias. And yeah, I was able to reach out to a few store owners. Um, one at Heartland Town Center, shout out Joey, because he was able to help me literally promote both to the head office people at Adidas at the time, and also he actually got me like equipment. So he got me a nice big drape, table drape that says Reebok Classic in like black and white. Got me like two risers, so I was able to push sneakers. He actually got me like a bunch of like merch, a couple of seeded pairs of shoes and stuff, and I was really grateful because like at the time I thought I was doing what everyone said was the impossible, which is just you're just buying random shoes and you're just thinking that this company out of nowhere is just going to give you anything. So very grateful for the people who helped me along the journey. And as I mentioned, I connected with the store owner at Vaughan Mills, and I talked with him for 10 minutes just about Reeboks. And as you guys can see, I have quite an extensive understanding and knowledge about the history and about the tech. And he literally like hired me off the spot because he realized like I'm not just your average coming in for a job. I was already working a full-time job, and at the time my social media was Reebok Reppin, like all one word. So yeah, let's get back into it. So these are called the World Best. It is a, it just says classic, but yeah, World Best. Well, let me pull up this side for you guys. Yeah, the World Best. I do wear it. It is suede, so I got that nice off-white color and a little bit of it's red, and then the blue is kind of a little bit darker. But I love the shoe because again, very comfortable. Because I wear all these shoes, a big thing for me is comfort, and yeah, I don't necessarily just get shoes because they're stylish looking. I would never wear them consistently and speak highly of them if they were uncomfortable. So keep that in mind. This one is another favorite pair of mine, and this is the CL Legacy. So it's kind of like an updated version of the CL nylon, but it's incorporating that float ride foam at the bottom. It's like got the original Aztec OG colorway. So this colorway in the OG Aztec shoe I don't have in my collection, but it's something that I would get if I found it available to me. But this one, just because it's got a little bit more of the curve, I like a little bit of the nylon here, and the shoelacing pretty much looks like, again, a one of one OG with the original if you were to compare them. So I like this one. It's updated more. Again, the nylon, the nubuck, the suede, it's like all clean, really nice materials that like jump out. The suede is again super nice. So yeah, I love it. The CL Legacy. All right, next, another one that's become quite a regular user in the basketball gym. If anyone's been watching any of my basketball videos, this is the Reebok Float Zig 1, and by golly, it is one of the more comfortable shoes in more recent Reebok history. So if you guys are looking for a runner, a trainer, anything, I would definitely recommend grabbing a pair of Float Zig 1s. They got a plethora of colorways. So check on Reebok.ca if you live in Canada. Check on Reebok.com or wherever your local people's is. And yeah, I recommend the Float Zigs. These were the shoes that I started recently dunking again, a basketball in a gym. So I was surprised. It's extremely responsive, extremely cushiony, extremely flexible. So if you like any of that in a shoe, and also like the colorways, these go good with a great pair of joggers. So grab these Float Zig ones. All right, so that's one side of. Oh, what's this one? Nope, nothing there. All right. So I do have 5 pairs of non-Reebok shoes. Those guys were surprised yesterday in the podcast recording of them, so I'll show you them. I have a couple pairs of old school LeBron Nike shoes. So I got a pair of LeBron Soldier 7s, the black and red colorway. I was really feeling that at the time. So yeah, Miami Heat, LeBron, big time. So, and outside of just like the outsole just being like extremely treaded in the spots that clearly you can see that I jump and run, it's still a shoe that I can wear. It's pretty flexible for a LeBron shoe, and it's pretty lightweight, which was all of big selling points for me at the time. These are the LeBron Soldier 11s in Safari colorway. Another good basketball shoe at the time. I really liked it. Just again, color was different, and I've seen a lot of these shoes or a lot of people having the general release colorways. So I was able to grab these, kind of not collab or anything, but just different color, even if it's the same shoe. They do get a little stiff when I'm playing in them, unfortunately. So they're not, even though they're lightweight, they're not as comfortable as I'd like them to be. So I don't get as much play in them as you guys have seen. So, and then the oldest LeBron pair that I have was like, I think I was like in my early 20s when I got these. The LeBron 11s in the Dunkman colorway. And then like I obviously took a permanent marker and wrote under adulterated and other stuff on them. Kennedy in the arena. Yeah, got like a swoosh on that. And yeah, it's got like the drop in midsole with this model, so you guys can, I just haven't taken it out for so long, but yeah. It literally makes the shoe so much lighter when you take it out. Like the drop in Nike midsole still feels good. Yeah, lunar lawn. That's when they were using the lunar lawn technology. Yeah, good. Alright, so I don't want to bring them out because I think everyone who has these next two pairs will have already seen them, but I have from high school. This is like 2008 when I got these two pairs. But a gray pair and a black pair of Timberland 6-inch boots. The black one is a lot more roughed up than the khaki suede one, whatever. But I just don't want to bring them out because they're like down there all the way. So I'll start putting all the lower deck back, and then we're gonna move up one tier. All right. And remember, hit that like because we're going through all these shoes. We got like 100 over here, so hit that like and hit that subscribe if you haven't already. All right. So we're up to the next one. I'm actually put the music. I don't even have my music. Yes, sir. Get on a little bit. All right. All right. So now we're at this level. If you guys can see this level, so we got 6, 8, 9, 17 on this level. So let's go through the 17 we got. Got two pairs of Trideca 200s. I don't think anyone's seen these, but as soon as I saw the colorways, I jumped at both of them. And again, it's like it looks like a really good gym shoe or like a runner shoe. This color in specific, only because I seen like that kind of taxi colorway look on a couple of other shoes. I was like, yo, let me grab them. And I just like the kind of like offset look of this little lace loop. It's got some cool Reebok logoing. It's extremely lightweight, kind of like a bumblebee look, right? So Trideca 200s. And then I doubled up because I got two pairs because I seen the other color ran. And yeah, got these. Yeah, Von Miller, the champs. When was this? 2019. But these ones I wear way more because obviously, as you guys will see, the colorway is just way more cleaner. Yeah, and a little bit of orange on the inside. And then I like the gum and icy mix. Like that's super dope. Yeah, see, Kid Jelly knows what's up. Super colorful. Like I've grown to be very comfortable within myself, and one thing about that is like expression through color, as opposed to just simply being black and white or gray. And yeah, I think it's a dope shoe. Dope shoe. I play a lot of basketball in them. Great summer shoe, low rider. Two pairs of those. We're gonna start getting into our club C's. Got three pairs of relatively beat up club C's here because I've started wearing a lot of these ones, but I'll show you the beat up ones first because, as I mentioned, you gotta rock them, don't stock them, and I wear everything in my collection. But again, these were one of the pairs that I got for like, it says on the box 120, but I got it for like 30 bucks, like when I was working, getting like my employee discount. But I'm sure anyone's seen these either in black or in white. I've done a lot of one wheeling in Club C models because it's very flat, as you guys see, but it's very comfortable. Yeah, Club C's. If anyone else is a favorite in the Club C's, let me know because I've been getting my fiance onto the Club C's and she's been really loving them. So super happy that she's got a pair. We actually have a twin pair, so obviously we can rock them and kind of twin together. But yeah, this was a favorite pair of mine. I have to clean them. I know I can. It's just uh, I was one wheeling in these when it was still like early spring and wet, and I had a small spill, and I got them slightly dirty, but this side's not that bad. But these are the Kendrick Lamar Club C's, and if you guys notice, there's a K on this side, and on the other side is an O, so we got the OK obviously. And on the back here, we got the TDE Kendrick Lamar logo. Obviously, it's backwards right now, but yeah, we got that there. But yeah, TDE Kendrick Lamar Reebok Classic, and I wear this a lot. And I just over the winter time, I one wheeled in it. I worn that a lot, so it deserves all of my shoes deserve a good cleaning. I'm gonna have to wash my hands after this shit because they are dirty. Can't lie. And so these, so the Club C 85 SG pack. I wish that I bought the whole pack because the colorways were suede and they were like really fally colors and like smoky colors. So like one was maroon, dark maroon, one was dark olive. I got the smoky salmon one, but I should have bought the entire pack. I was a fool not to buy them. But this is another one that I love wearing because I just feel like it looks clean. Yeah, it's like you don't know if it's purple, you don't know if it's salmon. On sunny days, it's got that gum outsole, but super favorite colorway. I love the shoe itself. That's why obviously I have multiple pairs, but colorway top notch. Yeah, Club C85 SG. All right, next three. Okay, so I got two double up pairs here, and then one single on this shelf because the other one is on the other shelf. But these two are the DMX Series 1200s. It's a super old school dad looking shoe, but yeah, a lot of people like tell me they say, yo, those what's up, man. I like those. Yeah, big time old school Reebok logoing with a nice little toe box friggin' fangs going on and suede, and then we got another layer, and it's just got multiple layers going on, so super dope. And then of course we got the DMX tech riding on them, so old school looking, but gotta love them. And then I doubled up on the colorway because this one I didn't see and like first. Of course, I seen the black and white one, and I was thinking myself with the Lokes on, looking like an OG, and I'm like, yeah, I gotta get the black there. So I wear these a lot, hell of a lot. Love them. So a little bit of black and gray makes me feel like when I look down on my feet, I feel like this is the shoe that Ash Ketchum would be wearing, like catching Pokemon, some shit. So it's like super tricky to have these. I love them. Wear them a lot. Now these ones I had ordered from the UK, and I had to search them out because they were, excuse me, uh, they were fairly hard to get a pair of in Canada because at the time they were not released in Canada. But they're, if anyone knows me, I was first inspired by my collection seeing the Reebok Instapump Fury. If anyone has an Instapump Fury, like you're one of my homies, and anything having to do with Furies, I love. So these are called the Fury Adapts. These were released after the Fury Lights, which are like kind of the Roche Run or like a lower cut laced but laceless model of the Instapump, omitting the actual bladder, the air bladder, the pump bladder. And these ones I really like because again, I got a OG Citron colorway of them, and I wear them tremendously. Probably paid more than I would have wanted to, but I wanted to get them, and I love them. So if you guys have seen these and or have them, yo, Fury Adapts, super dope. The Furies, the Instapump Fury was originally designed by Stephen Smith, super dope designer of many brands, not just Reebok. But if you guys haven't checked out his Instagram, go and check out Stephen Smith. He was a Yeezy designer for many years, before Kanye and all that stuff separated. But I love the just I love the neon green on the red, but the black is the base with white accents. I don't know why, but that as a shoe just really stands out to me. And the fact that now we have this 3M strip, so anytime you got like flashes going on, you can actually see the shoe jump off. It's got hexalite in the heel, and it actually has a small graphite midsole. And the graphite is like that carbon fiber mid plate that the Instapump also additionally has. So super dope shoes, super flexible as I mentioned. So they get a lot of wear. Yeah, if anyone's seen me on road, I probably won those. All right, that's the next three. I'm gonna pull out one that I got in a clear box, and this one is an alternate of the OGs that I had shown you of the ventilators, just with a different midsole and heel cap. And I got like a bunch of spare laces in there, but so the ventilator V2 or OG V2, I usually call them grape twos because it actually, as much as it does look blue, these are purple accents, purple, a really nice purple too, but like these is all blue. It's kind of like shark skin. And then of course you got the vents going on, hexalite. All right. So I'll show you the other one beside each other. All right. So we have the OG, and obviously you can see it's got a more yellowed look because it's actually got like the nylon like toe box and everything versus the updated one, which is a more updated nylon toe box and obviously updated heels. So let me know in the comments which one you guys would prefer, the old school OG, the original, or which one? Let me know. Alright, so we've got that one half of the sides done. Let's go to the other half. Alright. Yeah, if you guys haven't pressed that like button, let me know by tapping that screen, setting some fire emoji reactions. Get busy, yo. It's Saturday night. Saturday Night Live. Alright. So, next three. It's kind of easy pulling up stacks of three and I can just like rip them off to you guys. But this is another pair of Club C's. I was desperate to get like, I want all vintage of Reebok. I don't really care for any of the new stuff, nor the new leathers specifically. So when I found this pair, and I found it in like the vintage looking chalk color, and like it had the green in it, I was like, okay, sold, easy. I prefer these Club C's with the green versus the sky blue, if anyone's seen those. But yeah, there we go. And it is not actually Friday night because if you look at the clock, it's actually Saturday night. But good try. I guess it's Friday night somewhere. But many people have probably seen these on road. Right. Yeah. And I've worn these quite a bit, but try to keep them as clean as possible because this leather, this leather gets butter. That's nice. I'll put that on a t-shirt. Holler at Reebok for that one. Yeah, love them. Club C's. So what is that? One, two, three, four. Four pairs of Club C so far. Box is empty because the pair of shoes that I have, I actually wore them today. It's a pair of Royal Missions, but I do have another pair in another colorway of them coming shortly. This is another pair of those Fury Adapts that I just pulled out here. Comparative color, because this is kind of like a paint splash effect going on. So this one is the OG colorway, but this is the kind of like graffiti splatter color. And again, I've seen it. I'm like immediately, yep, I know exactly what I will wear with that. I have a Galaxy windbreaker that I got at Boathouse at the time, and yeah, those two together, Galaxy, anything real colorful, throw that on, man. That's what's up. And then it's got like that kind of faux snake skin, like little bit here. Yeah, and then same thing, Hexalite, Graphite, and two sitting there like that. Alright, so that's those three. So next, what do we got? We got the Zoku Runners, we got the Rapids, and the Royal Glides. Alright. So this was another pair I was very happy to get, but very sad to not get multiple pairs. So if you find a shoe that you really like and you work for a retail shoe store, buy as many as you can of them because they will disappear and they may not come back. But super flexible and comfortable shoe. Obviously, it's got like that neon, but almost like, I don't know, fly knit, like mix, colorful fly knit, and just super flexible. So you can jump in and out of this. The cushion is like very soft and responsive, so I tend to do a lot of walking in these. And I gave my black, gray, and white pair away to now dear friend that lives in Jamaica. So shout out Success. The Zoku Runners, like low cut. So a dope pair of Rapid MUs, but the Rapids, I have another colorway of these. And again, just super big old school Vector logo. Got the Reebok and the Vector logo, but it's in red. It's in that Volt green and got that majority black base. So I was pretty sold on it. All right, easy for me. All right, or black jeans or black joggers, gray joggers, whatever you want, khaki shorts, good to go. I did a photo shoot with these like quite a while ago, and I was like doing the kind of tossed effect where it kind of floats in air. But I do wear these. Good church shoe. Alright, shout out if you guys are going to church. Gathers or not, that's alright too, but it's a good church shoe. This is also another kind of clean church shoe. It's a little dirty on that side, but I'll show you guys this side. So the Royal Glides. I personally don't wear this often, but the only reason why I was sold on it is because inside it has an actual removable insole, and the memory technology for Reebok's memory glide shoes is like, I know it sounds for old people, but shit, I'm getting older, and so it's very comfortable. Yeah, the Reebok Royal Glide. I also have gotten like when I wear these, like, yo, are you American or something, or are you Dominican? So I guess because of the flag colorways, or Cuban, that was what it was, Cuban. But yeah, I don't really wear them too often just because don't really have the biggest of reasons. Okay, so here is another Rapid. This was the Rapid OG colorway from back in the day. The one that I first put my eyes on that made me say, damn, I need a pair of those. And they have a lot better colorways in the women's for the old school retros, but these still can go. Again, black base, white clean suede, a nice little, it's not green, but it's like, I don't know, aquamarine, but dark. That's some dope shit. It's got the little orange vector. Come on, like you can't really, you got to keep it simple for me. So as you guys see in my collection, I try to keep mostly things simple, and these are like ones that I could just toss on one time. I also keep them loose laced if anyone knows what that is, so that I could just jump right in and out and gone. All right, so these were a dope collab that's off the hook. It's a sneaker shop in Montreal. They sent me because they were super, I guess, in a fan of like my artwork and photography. They're a little dusty, I think, because when I was one wheeling in Push Lynch back for the last uh, religious holiday, I actually was riding quite a bit, and I didn't even look at them before I put them in the box. But outside of some dust, they're super clean. It's got like the two-sided look, so thank you, Kitten Jelly, the dark teal. But the Electro 3Ds collab with Off the Hook. Yeah, really, really clean. Got the cork insole. Really, really clean inside there. Got a really nice iridescent chromatic look going on there. And yeah, they sent them to me, and then like in return, I was able to do like a little photo shoot for them. And so this was like one of the shots that I was able to create. And yeah, if you guys haven't seen these on Instagram or on my Instagram, again, everything for me is under adulterated. That's UNDR, adult, and then RTD. So yeah, check it out, man. And hit that like button, hit up the reactions, because I tried to showcase many of the passions that I indulge in. And very fortunate and blessed to be able to, yeah, share them with you guys. So that's another row for us. We're moving on, moving right along. We're like pretty much halfway there. So we are now at the middle deck. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 20. We have 20 on the middle deck. So these three are from the Classic Leathers Munchie Pack. And if you guys want to check out the box, it's like resembles a couch, like for a stoner or something. So like the back of the couch look, little Reebok logo. It's got like the weird kind of stitched look. And then you got the sides of the couch. This is supposed to resemble a stoned peanut butter and jelly. And then we have a cosmic brownie. And then we have a stoned slushy. Front of the couch, obviously you see the little couch sides. And then at the top, you got the couch cushions. You got some little pizza and some other junk. But at the bottom, they did add like a really nice bit of detail to it. So we got like a bunch of junk going on at the bottom. You guys can see a little bit of spare cash and change, and also got some like socks. There's that slushy I mentioned. A little bit of ramen, some popcorn, and donuts. Man, we got the whole works, man. I don't even know how someone could leave all that food down there. I would. That shit's going in my damn stomach before it even hits the ground. So, yeah, really, really dope detailing. The artwork and the shoe designs were by Instagram shout out by Crisco Designs, another one of the. Oh yeah, you see the Cheetos. Shout out Cheetos. But yeah, Crisco Designs, American sneaker designer. Has done a lot of work for Reebok and other brands, but I was able to, while working at the store, get the whole pack, which I'm glad I did because even though I don't wear certain colors as much as others, they're all it's all a part of a pack. So glad to get them. But yeah, these are the peanut butter and jellies. It's got that like really nice textured insole, but it's got like the actual nice drip inside. So that guy's having a good time in there. Yeah, really nice, clean new buck. Got the gum outsole, translucent with the peanut butter and the jelly on the inside. So classic leather pack. Another shoe that not in leather I like as much, but I like the classic leather in suede and nubuck and all different types of materials and colors because it just defeats. I feel it's a cool, funny way of defeating the purposes of getting a classic leather. But yeah, unfortunately, outside of the one that is white, which I like, these are all colors. So now this is the Cosmic Brownie. I'll show you guys this side because the other side's a little bit dirty from the midsole. But yeah, super clean. And it looks like from afar simple, but then you got the really nice iridescent back. So you got your rainbow and there's your cosmic right there, obviously. And then as you guys can see, the small details, but each one of the aglets on each side is different colors. So we got yellow and we got red. And then the other side is blue and green. I find those to be like really cool details. This is like I can't remember exactly when I got these shoes, but I'm gonna presume that these pack. Oh, perfect. Receipt right here. Perfect. This is why keep your receipts in your boxes. This was so yeah. I got each one. Each one was 120. So plus 40% off. Not bad. Yeah. Came up to yeah with tax 245. So I feel like for three pairs of shoes that are like super creative, not bad. And yeah, this was dated 2017. So this is it's 9 years ago. Or it's 2015, 15, 16, 17, 18. 8 years ago, whatever. And yeah, I feel like Reebok, at least then, for the things that they were doing, Actually did add a lot more effort into the packaging behind the unboxing, and that for me is something, because you guys see all the boxes, is a part of like the enjoyment of the purchasing of sneakers for me. I really like unboxing and or if the little details are added. So another one of these at the bottom is just the Cosmic Brownie on the inside. Stoned as you know what. It's having a good time. And then the other one, the last one of the pack that I wear a lot is the Stoned Slushy. And it's funny because I eat a lot of slushies, so it looks from afar just like a regular classic leather, but then you start getting in closer, and then you see like the kind of faded details going on. Obviously, this all around is like super detailed, and then you notice what this is like. Oh yeah, plastic. Like the detail. Well, it's not plastic; it's more rubber, but like the detail of the topper for the slushy. So that versus like some of the other ones that you guys seen, these are super dope details that I feel make a shoe experience. Plus, on top of the fact that it has this icy red and blue outsole, like you can't get any better than that. And I wish and hope that Reebok can get back to doing at least some of the cool things that I like and I think other people like. Because, yeah, people like to see details or investment into details and not simply like put a name on something and like just take a high costing photo shoot. So yeah, we're getting into pretty much like all my classic leathers, or a good majority of them. Classic leather in suede, another pair I love. That, what did I get this for? Some of these receipts, like again, the thing is so faded I can't see. So these were $49.99 with $6.50 tax. So it was $56.49 for these pair of shoes. And like the details of the suede are just immaculate. And then you just even have like a little bit more embossed and chrome logo for the Reebok. Like, this is tremendous. And I'm simple when it comes to that. And then of course, because the classic leathers now don't come with the old school branding on them now, it says, just so I'll read it to you, born, no, sorry, from a tradition of over 100 years, these athletic shoes meet the demand of quality and performance required by today's athletes. And then it says it in French, and it says Reebok with the corporate copyright sign, all rights reserved. But now, for the modern ones, they've just simply put the sizing on it, whereas they put it here, used to put it here. And like, I don't know, it's a small detail, but taking it away and not putting something better or even equivalent to me is kind of like it's it's a small bittersweet thing that is not too sweet but more bitter. But either way. Alright, so those are the classic leather suedes. These are the classic leather TDCs. And basically, I just call them my black suedes, but the proper way of doing a black suede shoe. So people have seen black classic leathers, but mostly they see them in leather. And I've seen from like early 2000s, like late 90s, people used to make fun of people saying, "Yo, like that's the friggin' crazy man shoe," or "That's the homeless man shoe," yo, or I don't know, anything to just make a kid feel insecure about themselves, of course. But obviously, we're adult now, so we can get a lot more tasteful ones. And this one I find to be, again, really tremendous. I wear this sometimes with my suit and tie look with the shades on, but it's a really nice black nubuck, and it's super, super textured. So obviously, you can see it's raised, but then you got like the graffiti print on the inside. You know, like the paisley print, but it's like Reebok and all different types of insignias. And this is another shoe. The design was by shout out Crisco Designs on Instagram. So classic leather TDC, or as I say, the proper black, the black suede. CL leather black suede. All right, so another three CLs. One of these is, yeah, the info on the inside of the tongue, right? You see the details. This one is another one of Kit and Jelly Boutique's favorite coming up. I think because of the colorway, which is olive night and gum. But this is a part of the Kendrick Lamar collabs that he was doing. And I was getting a lot of these ones and other nicer shoes from not the store. So I would go inside the store when I was working, and like I think I got some flack from like certain people because like I'm obviously wearing things that are not on the shelves, and we're all working in the same store. But you know, I'm the plug guy when it comes to those Reeboks in Canada. So it was like at the time I felt really confident in like the steam that I was like getting. And I wasn't just gonna let anyone tell me no. But a really nice actual classic leather in like luxury classic leather. So it's got a little bit more of a narrower profile, and of course it's got even leather on the entire inside. Right, and then this side is blue, and then the other insole is red to represent the different sides of obviously the Bloods and Crips, and then the camo green is obviously to kind of represent the little bit of guerrilla military warfare that goes on between the two gangs, and obviously Kendrick not trying to be about that and trying to bring them together. Of course, obviously you see this says blue, the other one says red, so bring them together, blue and red. But yeah, you can see the red and blue on the inside, and then the blue and the red. It's like embossed in, and then like it's got some nice leather laces. And a really clean look. Yeah, Kid and Jelly wanted these. Let's see how much I paid for these. And let's also see where I bought these. I don't even really remember. I don't remember. Maybe Foot Locker. Champs. In Hamilton. How the heck did I get there? So, I don't know how I got these, but I got them for 60 bucks. That's a damn steal. Alright. Don't let Kendrick know I got those for 60 bucks. Oh, that is true. You're right. It could have been shipped. Yeah. Okay, so those are those three. Let's get another pair going on here. What we got here? Aztrek 86s. A little change of pace from the classic leathers. And I'm also going to snag a chocolate chip cookie because when I was at work, there was an event that finished, and I literally got half a tray of chocolate chip cookies. So I'm a happy man. Yeah, nice and fat. All right. Now back in business. So another old school looking shoe. The Aztrek OG or Aztrek 96. But again, it's like another one of those dad runner looks. I like the, so it says it's a rapid teal, but I was about to say green. But yeah, rapid teal. A really cool outsole, and take a nice little step, leave a nice imprint. And the suede on it is like really comfortable and clean. I haven't had any problems with it. Kind of did wish I got a few more colorways that stood out to me because there was a bunch of colorways that came out for this shoe, and there was more than not that are very off-putting. So yeah, I was happy at least I got one. So this is a pair of GL 6000s. I was actually looking for these. I probably need to wear these because I haven't worn them in a while. Maybe I'll wear these to church. Yeah, GL 6000 PP. Who knows what colorway that is, but I got them because they looked very tropical, and I think I was going on a vacation like in the coming months, so I really wanted to just get something kind of more tropical, very artsy. It's kind of got like a classic leather upper, but it's got like mesh, super clean. It's definitely like a wider toe box. So if you have wide feet, I'd recommend getting a GL 6000 or anything from the GL line. All right. So yeah, I'll probably keep them out because those were in the center area that are not as accessible for me to get to. So I'll keep those pulled out and I'll probably switch up something. These are a pair of white Fury Lights, and I'm so happy that I had a pair. I should have got multiple of them because again, it's like a super clean shoe that most people, when you wear them, they don't know what it is, but they always inquire because I've kept them relatively clean. And yeah, I had a black pair. Unfortunately, I gave them away, but you know what? Those are in the past, and yeah, we move forward, just like sneakers. Super clean. It's now kind of yellowed because it's like like this is suede, so it's yellowed very clean and nice. Hmm. Obviously a little dirty at the bottom, but clean. Clean with joggers. All right, so we're done this whole side now. We can move to the next side. And I had some when I was practicing my calligraphy. I was writing Samar's name, my love. It's obviously backwards, but practicing my S's. My dear, my love, my love. It's actually moderating for me now, so I want you guys to hit that like and hit those reactions for her because she's staying up, supporting me, and love her for it. If you guys do not know who Kitten Jelly Boutique is, I highly suggest, stop now, even pause this, and go on to Instagram and or Etsy, Kitten Jelly Boutique. It's all one word. It's all easy. You can find it. But yeah, she makes handmade polymer clay miniatures. Some of the most beautiful works that I've seen on this planet. So you guys pause this, go check that out, follow that, like that. She's also starting some YouTube. So Kitten Jelly Boutique, you're gonna start seeing it 2015 or 2015, 2025. So check her out as we move forward. So this is a pair of Insta Pumps, but I'm gonna save this for top. So we get into Insta Pumps because we haven't shown any yet. We've got a couple more ventilators here. I should have got more pairs of these. A pair of black ventilators. Again, these are like the military grade black ventilators. So yeah, I rock these. Obviously got the Hexalite. and I put a lot of wear in them, so they're dusty. I just gotta like dust them off and good to go. But super love ventilators. I have probably at least 12 pairs of ventilators. That model of shoe. Another pair of Day Glows, like you saw the lime green neon ones. This one is obviously with a lace swap, but neon blue or cyan blue. Hexalite, obviously, white outsole, white midsole, clean. This unfortunately I got in like a half a size larger, so it's not the biggest difference, but I feel like when I'm wearing clothes, you can notice. So I tend to wear these with shorts, so people can't necessarily tell when I'm wearing slimmer pants. All right, another one of these. Two super old school looking shoes. We saw the collab pair with Off the Hook. The Electro 3D 97s. But got a super nice metallic blue on that sucker. Going around and under, but it's the white, simple, super clean, old school looking in black. Like how like shit's raised on this sucker and embossed, so super clean. This is another super old school looking one. The Avant Gardes. And I lace swapped one side because I'm thugging like that. The other side just has the regular black laces, but super, super dope. Suede, toe box, all around, 360, Exolite. And so I typically wear it like this. Yeah. Alright. Vanguards. I wish I got more pairs of those. There's a couple of colorways that do look funkadelic that I wish I had. So, thank you. Appreciate it. Got another pair of Club C's. This one is a collab with Extra Butter. It's a New York fashion brand, and I bought in a few pairs of different things with them. And it looks again from here, just like a normal Club C in suede and nubuck, but as you kind of zoom in closer, you will see that the laces actually say Extra Butter on them. And we have an Extra Butter insignia New York there. And then inside we have the Reebok Classic logo. And yeah, we have the gum outsole, super clean. So, classic leather, sorry, Club C Extra Butter. Alright, so here's another collab, or two collabs. We have the Mighty Morphin Pack. Super dope box, as you guys can see. Thunder all over. Like the lightning. And it's funny because if anyone has seen, going back to the Engine A's that recently came out, the basketball shoe, the Engine A's, there's a player exclusive from Matis Buzelis on the Chicago Bulls, who is signed with the Reebok Classic brand and the Engine A's, which I will show you later. there is a white and electric looking colorway to them, and I'm almost feeling like they just took this skin of it and just changed the purple for white and took away obviously any of the Mighty Morphin branding. So these are the Alpha 5s, and I got these honestly more so because of all the really dope insignia that we got going on. Obviously the colors, gold and the red and the navy and the black, insignia for Alpha, and inside this insole it says, "Welcome home boys, home girls, what brings you to the hood?" Obviously you got Alpha talking his shit, so that's super dope. And on the other side, we got the Power Reeboks, super dope logo. And then we got the obviously the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger logo inside. So super clean shoe. I do wear it a lot, or not as often as I wear it on road. I've been recently playing more basketball in it because it's a very comfortable low cut shoe, and it's got a nice run to it. Surprisingly, it's got a nice gait motion to it. You know what that means. All right. Whoa. We're moving right along. Right now to the second last tier. I'm getting into more of like the more expensive things that I've either paid for or the things that I probably typically wear a lot more. So another wave of classic leathers, another whack of ventilators. We have some Pierre Moss. We have some custom pairs that I did back in the day for your Reebok. That was their online kind of your Nike ID situation, but for Reebok. I have the Pump Omnizones we're going to get into. I have some Zig Dynamicas, a plethora of Instapumps, the Engine A's. We have a Babe collab. We have some Christmas pairs of shoes. Uh, yeah, a couple other classics that you might not have seen. And we're just going to rip through them quick. And I'll not take up too much more of your time because I am also getting tired myself too. So that's why I'm eating literally chocolate chip cookies. All right. So this pair, the classic leather Oktoberfest pack. I didn't get everything. I wish I did. Go Power Rangers. That's what's up. But I love the colors on these because it's like a fall, a spring color. It's got all the, sorry, wrong side. It's got all the really nice accents of nubuck and suede that you'd think. But nice olive, nice kind of off-white with a light brown and a gum sole. Can't beat that. And then you got your nice little Oktoberfest logo. Yeah, there you go. But, yeah, got those. And yeah, we'll do pretty much this last row and then we'll save the final row for a part two. I think that might work. These are a pair of classic leather casuals in a steel and walnut color. They look simple, but they've got small accents in different places. Like, this is leather, but it's like a tan leather. I don't know why it's there, but it kind of goes. There's like a sea glass here, trim. I don't know why it's there, it kind of goes. Again, simple, clean little black logo there. I could take it, but nice little cushiony insole terry liner. Guans. I go on. I think I got these like when I was about to go camping and we stopped for gas. But I seen it was like an outlet mall and it had a Reebok, and that was like when I was at the midst of this beginning midst of the hype. So I was like, yep, stop what I'm doing, go check the store out. Found a pair quick. Happy for it. This one's another really nice pack. Classic leather clean, and on the inside trim, it's got lamb shear or lamb fur. Almost like a winterized pair. Real luxury. Obviously on the inside you see that fur. Got the nice little black leather, oh sorry, brown leather at the back. Since 1983. You guys can see on there, nice detailing, embossed leather and the nice stitching, gold aglets, nice little gold logo. Super clean, very cozy. And yeah, that's me. Stop for gas and get shoes. I'm that type of dude. While we're going camping, like I'd already bought shoes for camping, as you know. But yeah, very cozy shoe. I do like to wear, or I used to wear it in wintertime, but it's warm on the inside, so I wouldn't recommend if you have a pair wearing in the summer because you probably know it sweats. Alright. Okay. I've recently seen a re-release of these shoes. The re-release is terrible. These, I'm so glad I have because comparatively, I was going to buy, for the sake of twinning with my partner, a pair of the newer ones. But just like some of the newer models, I can get her, and I do have the older, like either retro of it or a retro re-release. The quality is just not there, and sometimes it's kind of really noticeable when now I'm showing her and teaching her and you guys about these things. You guys can be very anal and like specific. So these are again classic leathers, vintage inspired. So the colorway itself is from the Aztec or Az yeah the Aztec model shoe, and one of the first colorways, but it's got all of the old school detailing from the old school runners. So it's actually got a foam kind of toe cushion, not toe, the raised nubuck on that nylon, and the little bit of blue accent is clean. Like, I do wear this a lot. A little bit of gold at the front. Super clean shoe. But yeah, the re-release of this shoe that is out now on Reebok.ca comparatively is not good. It's not my recommendation, so I'm very glad I have this shoe. Alright, so now this was originally a classic leather, but I have since then, before getting pop paint markers and things of this nature, I did like a custom with Sharpie, mind you, so it looks very rough, but I turned them into this, and then changed the laces, obviously. But each part of them says something. So obviously here it says say their names, and then it says I did this so you would look, and obviously you looked. Then I told them, yep, there's Kennedy, and there's 6. And then I took the acetone and I wiped off the Reebok. It wasn't embossed, it was printed on. So I was able to take it off, and I wrote Rapid, and then I crossed it out with a little bit of red. Paint markers would be much better if I did an updated version of this, which I probably will do with my partner, because she has different pairs of shoes now, in which we can probably double up and just have an art day, do some real customs, some Reebok, show you guys what we're talking about. And then yeah, this one it says I obviously did these during COVID, so it says Black Lives Matter. It says fuck COVID. It says the finals. So that was probably when 2019 Raptors won the finals. Right here it says my blackness is a blessing. So your blackness is definitely a blessing if anyone hasn't told you that. And then Toronto is the own. And I can't remember what I put for that. So yeah, so on this side it's classic and on the other side is rapid. So I nicknamed these the CL Rapids or classic rapids. Alright, but super dope. And obviously gum sole. If you guys continue to look under them, you can see the original shoe that was there. But out of all the classics in Reebok's rotation, the classic leather as standard white like this leather and the gum sole, I'm not a fan of. I actually don't like them, so you don't see many of them in there. Like white and translucent outsoles, I like suede and gum outsoles for classic leathers, but I don't like just that white, uh, very stiff leather. It cracks, it doesn't look good, and it's difficult to clean. So, yeah, I like the garment leather, like that baseball leather that we were talking about earlier. This is a classic leather utility text. On the box it says 49, so I believe that these are another ones that the other ones that I got when I was going camping, and it's in red, teal, canvas, and stucco. It's got a really nice embossed logo there, but on the inside it's super beautiful, like with that teal. Yeah, man, super dope. Yeah, it's a clean color combo. It's another again shoe I'd wear to church. I'd wear it like in a more formal, dressier setting. Even though again people say it's a sneaker, why are you wearing sneakers? But it has the different outsoles, so it's got the half vector. Well, they're not half vectors; they're vectors, but they make half of the flag. If you guys notice from the Reebok flag, and then a bunch of triangles on the side, and then you got your Reebok, and then the pretty standard rippled heel. So cool. I do wear these. I do wear them. I wear everything I have. Another three. All right, so we got now. Got another favorite pair that I was happy to get. CL Knights. This box is empty. That box is empty. Because the shoes that these are another pair of CL nylons, but the nylons were my first pair, and they're like beater pairs that I one wheel in. I wear in wintertime. I've worn in the rain, so they're not ones that you guys need to see on camera. All right. So we'll get rid of those boxes. These are a super dope pair that you guys would not really see. A pair of faux snakeskin classic leathers in the kind of iridescent, smoky night colorway with the speckled black and gray midsole. I wear this a lot in many different things. It's a little dusty now, I can see that, but all it needs is like a quick spray with something and a wipe, and yeah, the reflection doesn't go away, but super dope. Yeah, they're beater pairs. You gotta have beater pairs. Beater pairs. Yeah, super dope shoe. Yeah, it's kind of like make you feel like you're the predator or something, like phasing in and out like of the spectrum with the light shit before you go and zap somebody. All right, shout out the predator cowls out there. Empty. Mm-hmm. Okay. These I haven't worn in a while, but that's because I wore them, and they were another go-to for many years from the GL family. These are the GL 2620s. I have two colorways of these, but again, it's like a quick jump in, jump out shoe that is extremely comfortable. Just gotta give it a little wipe because I wore them clearly in wintertime last, so it's got a little bit of salt there. But yeah, and then got the standard GL outsole. And then the same shoe, different colorway, blue and yellow, kind of like that neon yellow. GL 2620. It's obviously a lot more cleaner than the other one, so I don't wear it as much. But it's a nice shoe. Yeah, I like the detail of like all of the color is what it is, but then you actually have like the British flag as the color. A lot of the newer ones just print it, and it's just black ink so that you can take off with acetone. So it's not good. This one is actually stitched on. So if I wanted, the only way I could take this off is if I cut it out because it's actually a patch that's stitched in there. All of these things are stitched together, so the quality is just a lot higher. The newer classic leather, it's more of like dots that are cut into the shoe or lasered in to etch, yeah, laser etched in to like show the imprint of this vector logo that is in this general area. So yeah, if you have any old school pairs of Reeboks and or are just looking for better quality pairs of Reeboks, look for pre 2015, pre 2010s. Like, yeah, if you can find them, the older the better, quality wise. So GL 2620s, two of those. We're moving right along. Moving right along. Okay, so this one can go right here. Okay, so back to the ventilator vintage pack. So I can just pull them out because they're drop cases, but full cases, which Reebok no longer does. Another thing, but I wear these quite a bit. Or I'll just pull them all out. So the four colorways that originally released in this shoe. These are not the originals, but these are the re-released originals. Because they no longer, I don't even know if they have the mold for ventilators anymore. I don't know. And then, as I showed you guys earlier, the blue ones. So, here we go. All three. Alright, so we have the first blue or the grapes. We showed you guys that earlier. And then we have this super dope neon green and sky blue and kind of chalk colorway, kind of resembling that tennis runner Michael Chang. Shout out Michael Chang with back in Reebok in the day. It's got a big stone in the middle that I could just take out with my finger, but I will not do that. The red pair, I wear this a lot, probably more than the blue pair, and it's kind of like more so pink on the inside, which I don't mind because all the other accents from afar look red, so it's a super clean shoe. And then, as I mentioned, it's kind of got like, instead of it being the blue, it's just straight black, which I like. It would have been a nice detail if this could have been like gray, something like that, but I just like it as a classic, as a retro. And then probably the one that gets the most wear is these kind of like super old school watermelon color. And again, these are original colorways that were coming out when these shoes released. I believe the shoe released in '88 or '87. So I loved whatever Reebok was doing back in the '80s, man. Get back to it. Okay, so Ventilator OG packs. That is all of them. Okay, so let's toss them back in. Again, super happy to get all of these. Don't remember where or how much. If I see a receipt, I'll let you know. Because as I mentioned, I haven't seen. Oh, I saw actually a person at the grocery store wearing a pair of ventilators. Here's the receipt. And this receipt literally just looks like blank paper. It's so faded. Oh my goodness. So faded. Can't see anything. Let's see where I got it. So what does it say? CV Play Sports. I got it at CV Play. So one pair was 49. Another pair was 98 that I got. And okay, so the ventilators were 99. The classic leathers I got were 49. So yeah, $100 for ventilators. Not bad. So this whole like yesterday on the podcast, Rich Grail Status 13 from In Kicks We Trust, he said he spent like 306 for the new reimagined uh, cement fours, or sorry, I think I'm mixing that up. The metallic fives and the cement fours. You paid like over $300 and like tax, and that's for one shoe. That if you're not making it like that, that could be a lot. So back in my day when I was buying a lot of these shoes, getting like two or three pairs for like under $150 was like I was very happy because it was able for me to get what you guys see back here. But this one, as you guys see, the box is pink. We have a collab pair with Dipset and Bape. The Ventilator Supremes. Box is super, super dope. I haven't shown you guys any Ventilator Supremes yet, but if you guys are a Dipset fan, yeah, let me know. Hit that like, hit the subscribe, because we're about to get into some very pink shoes. Alright. Got those super dope Bape laces. Pink Bape. Green, gold aglets. Got the Dipset pink insole got in there. And we got just a really phenomenal whole pink outsole right here. Hold up. Yeah, super dope pink outsole. And I did actually I wear these again a bit. I wear a lot of my shoes quite a bit and in various places. So I got a shirt recently from GameStop, a Pokemon shirt, pink Pokemon shirt. So yeah, Dipset, Ventilator Supremes. And thank you, Kid Jelly. Definitely hit that like and subscribe, guys. Almost coming in and closing out. I think we'll do the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this row, and then we'll save the top deck for a part 2. These are a pair of Ventilator 2s, which is just a couple of updates to the upper, and I feel like they've added a little bit more weight to it. I think that maybe their intention or their idea was to make a little bit more luxury to it, but I just feel like it has more weight, and I'm not the biggest fan. So I like the colorway. It does obviously remind me of like the original, but there's no purple in it, so it kind of really isn't similar. But it is clean. You guys see Kid and Jelly in the comments. Yo, that's me on Instagram. Hit me up on Instagram if you guys need any Reebok advice and or just want to just shoot the sheet. Ventilator twos. All right. So we have another pair of ventilator reflectives, and this pair I like a lot more. So therefore, I keep a lot in better condition. Um, I don't wear as much, but I keep them in better condition. But it's got that super clean, kind of like matte in some ways, and the metallic in certain other spots. But that maroon, that burgundy is like super beautiful, and then the accent of the pink is just clean. I didn't want to switch the laces for pink laces because I thought that that just would have been too much. But yeah, just even with the maroon burgundy outsole, like it's a shoe that I have actually uh, a burgundy Zara suit. So I ironically wear it's like just the shirt and the pants, but they're both burgundy, like almost identical to this. So I feel like it goes. I rock it. I don't wear suits too much, but I always wear sneakers with everything. So there you go. And then it's got like again that kind of like it's not elephant print or cement print, but it's kind of Reebok's little r- patterns going on. And again, it's reflective. So when you got flashes, car lights, whatever, these joints jump off. These joints jump off. It's a real nice shoe. All right, so I'll show you guys one more general release, and then the last two that we're gonna have are gonna be collabs that I got from various sneaker shops from different parts of the world. And again, very fortunate that I live in a modern day and age where that's even a possibility. Because growing up, I never had sneakers like that. I'll get into it in part two of the rest of the video, but I never had sneakers like that growing up. Like I am the youngest, only boy of four older sisters, and like if anything, I got hand-me-downs, let alone like whatever was affordable, which were the cheapest thing. So being able to be in a day and age now where like I have wall of sneakers behind me, I'm like 2 o'clock or whatever late night online showing you guys sneakers, it's a blessing. So appreciate you guys. Definitely, as I mentioned, if you guys like any of these classics, let me know in the comments. Let me know. Send me a message on Instagram and or subscribe. All right. But yeah, just a regular general release colorway of the ventilator. But what I loved was not just the suede and the nubuck, but it's got again a really nice team navy going on, and then it's got the really light but almost neon pink. It's not actually red, but it's like a neon pink, salmon pink almost. And then this sea glass colorway going on is just all together on a white midsole with a little bit of the black and gray. Like that's solid. And as you guys can see, I wear this quite a bit, so it needs some tender love and care. But yeah, I love ventilators. It's kind of for me like a more athletic version of the Air Force. Like if a classic leather is an Air Force, then this would be more like an Air Max. All right. But the last two that I have are ventilators, and they are collabs. So this one is the ventilator extra butters, and they're nicknamed the street meats because kind of like from the halal guys. So and the box came with like some really cool details. I think back in the day I got these on Kixify, so yeah, this is jokes. So came with the Reebok Classic extra butter street meat cutlery, fork, spoon, and knife. Which obviously Reebok is so bootleg they couldn't even actually tag the damn thing or laser in damn Reebok Classic on it. I only have looked at these for the first time, so it's cool. They're orange, so yeah, some Reebok cutlery, and then it came with like a branded kind of napkin that obviously I haven't used, but it just literally says the Reebok Classic Extra Butter Street Meat, the best meat on the street, open late night, and then it's got like one of the halal guys on it. So let's get into the shoe. Again, it's a ventilator, but like all of these different colorways have a story to tell. It's got the street meat little brand and tagging in there. Sorry, because it's a little dirty in the bottom, but yeah. So we've got the white sauce, we've got the red sauce, we've got a little bit of lettuce. We've got, if you guys can see, the speckled linear lines, and this is to resemble those rice grains, and then the different various colors of brown are the different temps of meat that typically get cooked on the grill: lamb, chicken, gyro, whatever you want to call it. Got that yellow sauce going on, a little bit more green accent, and overall, like the promotional branding for the shoe when I saw it, the little, I don't know, 30-second, 1 minute teaser of like a dude just going from his house, wanting to go to the subway, to go to get some food, and then after, like, he's wearing these sneakers, and I think he's wearing like a green camo army jacket and like some regular blue skinny jean denim, and the fit itself kind of sold me on it, but like the lifestyle look, like that's what I felt Reebok Classic was like. Yo, you're just like living, making ends meet, and like it's late night, you just finished work probably, you don't have no food cooked, and you're like, yo, let me just throw on a pair of classics and go and run and get something. Like you're not even really thinking about like the branding behind it. It's just another shoe that you would do kind of day to night stuff with. So that's what really made me fuck with Reebok, on top of all the other technical things that we talked about in today's live. So one more shoe, and we'll save the top deck for later on. I'll give you maybe guys again a little taste of what is up there. Yeah, but I gotta see more likes if you guys want to see what's on the top deck, because we got like the most rare things in the collection up there. Let me see some likes. If I can get 10 likes before the end of this video, we can check the top deck. We're at, I think, 3, so let's get the likes up, guys. So now this one is another collab with Head Porter. It's a Tokyo brand, and these obviously are all chrome silver. So yeah, we gotta bring on the likes, guys. Gotta get to at least 10. But chromatic silver from the brand Head Porter. Bring on the likes so we can get to the top deck. Because if we don't get to 10 likes at least, I'll just save it for a part 2. But anyways, yeah, instead of the ventilator or hexalite branding at the back, we have obviously Head Porter, and then we got one hex, and then we got the plus for the Head Porter. Super dope. Again, just regular standard. Spectrums are gray on the bottom, hexalite of course. As a fresh shoe. Alright. But yeah, I typically wear this like astronaut vibes. I always like space related stuff, so that's always digging. But yeah, I'll show you guys one thing that's from the top deck that kind of blew the guys from the live podcast recording yesterday on In Kicks We Trust. Now these are a pair of Instapumps that are basically Grinch inspired, like Dr. Seuss's The Grinch. But when I got these shoes, my intention was to literally take a pair of trimmers, like clippers for hair, and shave the entire shoe, because the thing looked like, and to some still is, a mess. But I got them because I'm fairly theatrical. Yeah, and who doesn't like Dr. Seuss? So it looks a lot more tame. But if you guys don't hit up the likes for a crazy shoe like this, you guys don't know sneakers, man. And or you guys are just probably falling asleep. And that's alright too. But I call these the Grinch to pumps. big, huge graphite. And then obviously we got an entire laceless upper with the pump bladder that goes around. So obviously if I stick my foot in, pump it up, you guys will see some air going up on these. As you guys can see, the bladder is starting to fill. And this is just one of many other Insta pumps and other really fire stuff that I got upstairs. So yeah, those are the Grinsta pumps. I'm gonna probably save the rest of the things for a part 2 until we get to 10 likes. We got to 3, that's 7 away. So I need to see 10 more likes if you guys want to see the top deck where we have some vape, we have the Engine A's, we have a couple other pumps and OGs. Let's get to 10 likes before we close out, before we save it for a part 2. If not, we get to 10 likes, we'll keep on rocking and rolling. There's the Engine A's. The Engine A's. Nah, I'll save that maybe for part 2. We didn't even get one more like. Yeah, that's alright. It's everyone's sleep time now. But yeah, man, that's me. And that's Reebok. A little bit of like an introductory Reebok, or a little bit of an introduction to my Reebok collection. Like some of the Reebok videos that I used to post from like back in the day are going from like, I don't know, 8 years ago. So check on YouTube for some of those videos. This is going back. You'd have to scroll to some of my first videos, but when it was all Reebok. But yeah, I know people are teasing us, right? People are teasing us. I'm teasing you guys. You guys are teasing me. I'm trying to get to 10 likes right now. Got to get to 10 likes so we can show more sneakers. Got the top deck left. Got to see it, right? But yeah, we'll save those for part 2. Got to 4 likes. We got to a great amount of viewership. As I mentioned, anyone and everyone that makes a little bit of time, it's always appreciated. So I'm gonna tidy up the rest of the couple of things. If you guys are going to do anything for the weekend, I hope you guys stay safe, stay sober, stay warm. You know, get out there, stay, enjoying the weather. Right? Hit that like button, hit that subscribe. We're trying to get to 10 likes before we close out. But if you guys don't, we're gonna just make a part 2, and we're gonna keep on rolling. All right. I think that's it for me. I appreciate you guys. This is Tristan Kennedy, Reebok repping, as you guys know. Check the back of the shirt, obviously. You guys see it's all Reebok everywhere I go. So, yeah. I'm about to close it out. And, I'll probably eat like another 6 cookies, chocolate chip cookies that are like this big before I go to bed. But appreciate you guys. As I mentioned, like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more Reebok Classics because we still got top deck and more. Some of those Pierre Moss right there. Some pumps. All of these are Insta pumps and various OG pumps. Those up there are the 2 customs that I made. Over there, that's the Bape collab right there that you guys should be excited to see. I don't know if anyone is watching that like either likes or knows Bape, but definitely make sure hit the like and subscribe. The Bape is going to be coming soon in a part 2. The part 2, if I don't see 20 likes, man, it's going to be crazy. All right. So have a good night. Stay safe. We're shutting it down from Canada. Peace, yo.